Guys, this is Tim with Martial Art Lifestyle Magazine here at the Cold Steel parking lot sale. I'm going to check out all the goods, all the clear out prices, and word has it the man himself, Lynn Thompson, might even take us for a little tour back behind the scenes here at Cold Steel. Our buddy Paul McCarthy is with us. I think we'll hear from him a little bit later. He's the director of the martial art programs at UCLA. And we may bump into some other old friends, you never know. A lot of people come to this, so enjoy. See who I ran into here at the parking lot sale at Cold Steel. Barbara Della Riva. She's our Warrior Yoga person. She's got a wonderful program on Warrior Yoga, some DVDs to come, which we're going to shoot as a MALMAG project. And I don't want to talk too much about it because we have this lovely lady here to tell you all about it.
Well, Warrior Yoga is one way to stay fit and healthy. It's very safe, and basically exercises from the Indonesian silat. But I'll keep it just on a yoga way because it's more digestible for everybody, and anybody can do it. So stay tuned, coming soon.
Can I do it? Me? Even big, uncoordinated me can do it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, there you go. That's all you need to know. If this big, dumb animal can do it, then it's a good program.
You're in good hands.
Thank you, Barbie.
You're welcome.
All right.
So as you can see, we're hitting pretty hard. So you'll see a lot of guys practice. A rattan stick will eventually start to deteriorate after a while. Now, me and him have a set that we have worn the finish off these things. We use them all the time. So we'll go pretty hard, you know, not too crazy, but these are just basic drills. So,
Well, I told you we'd bump into some old friends. I told you Paul came down with us. I just lost him at the beginning there. Hey guys, look who I ran into here at the Cold Steel parking lot sale. Barbara Della Riva. He's our master of Silat Yoga. This is Paul McCarthy, a good friend of mine. He's the director of martial art programs at UCLA. And he is busting his Cold Steel cherry. He's never been up here, and today, his first trip, we'll hear all about what he's thinking about here.
So it's fantastic to be up here. I've already done 3 rounds. We need to get out of here fast. We've got some cool programs coming up. We're working with the UCLA football team again. Also got some exciting research with Cognitive Kali, working the Inner Santo blend into improving cognitive performance. So we're looking forward to seeing those results, and we'll get them out to you soon.
Okay, and Paul, for your first time, how many trips in? How many trips back to the car? Back and forth. How much?
We've done at least 6 of those.
Okay, so
trouble right now.
That's right. Make sure you bring plenty of money when you come to Cold Steel, because I tell you what, it's like a playground for martial arts. You're nerds, big time.
a lot of people think that you have a Viking axe. I'm going to come in here and swing. Maybe I will. If he's got a buckler, if I do that, and he does this, I'll jerk down, stab back in. But lots of times, I'll engage this way because it's safer. I don't want to open myself up. Every time I open myself up, all this around here has to go at me, okay? So, what people don't realize is this part of the Viking axe, this is called the horns. And these need to be really sharp because these are used as much as the edge. And this part of the blade here is used defensively a lot. And what people don't realize is almost any cut he does, I can post on that. And just go like that, right in. So I can pick up almost anything he does. I can come here, cut down, stab in. So I'm constantly using this. I'm not using this all the time and big strokes like this or big strokes like this. Lots of times I'm using it almost like a spear. How move things out of the way, give that chop there, stick him in the neck with the horn, take him that way. He'll come again, you collie guys will get this, I'll pass that, chop down there. Now, you see I didn't use a big stroke, did I? You don't need it. This is razor ass sharp. This is sharp as a knife. This thing weighs almost 5 pounds. So I pass it to the outside, chop down, and stick in. Now I give him that push. Now maybe I come through here and take off his head if I want to. But when you open yourself up with a Viking axe to those big strokes like this, the battlefield is wide. There's people around me. So lots of times I'll move him so I can take the next guy. So when you have it in front of you, and it's not over here, and it's not over here, it's available to be used defensively and offensively all the time. Now when I miss my stroke with that, I'll have to step and get behind it. Because sometimes I can't recover it. It's too heavy to recover quickly. I'll have to run to it instead of pulling it to me. So the things that you really, in a short period of time, the things I want to leave you with really in a Viking axe is how to use the front part. Sometimes he'll cut at me and I'll come here this way. Sometimes if I'm on this side, I'll just meet him like that and try to break his blade. I'll come right into it, bang, and knock him out of the way. Now, this is a lot heavier and a lot more forceful than his sword. I can come in here, I might break his sword, but I'm going to definitely beat it out of the way. And the other thing you can do with a Viking axe is something I do with a Bowie knife. You can lay on it. See that? Who thinks about that? You don't think about that with an axe. Anytime I meet it, I can lay on it. Anytime I pass it, I can lay on it. And this is hooking all the time. I can hook this blade right out of the air. Bang! Right in the chin. Where to hit you, Rick? Look, in the chin. Or the throat. The top of the thing, that just gets his head back. Then you can kill him. The hooking part is really important. I can come and hook him. I can hook his legs. Anytime I come in, I can hook his arm. I can come here and hook his arm and move him. I don't want to hook his legs. He's got no armor on there. But lots of times, also with this thing, another great move of this axe that people don't think about is here, I push it, cut his foot right off. Now he knew I was going to do that because he's seen that before. But you'll do that a lot, especially if you're in sod or dirt. Maybe on flagstones, I don't want to wreck my edge doing that, right? But if I'm fighting out in the field, most definitely. If you split somebody's foot in half, there are no good one-legged fighters. So most people aren't, and you can bully people, that's the other thing. This thing is so heavy, but it's still facile, but it's heavy enough to bully. You can bully a sword easily. Whatever he does, I can fling. I can bully as much as I want. And once I bully him out of the way, if I feel that good, I can destroy his arm. Or if I have to move through, I can cut him in the neck and just keep going.
Because of the shaft on that axe, it generates 3 to 4 times the percussive power that a sword does. So it doesn't look like he's really laying into me. Trust me, people, this hurts. I'm going to have welts and bruises. You don't understand how much percussive energy is behind a shaft weapon that long with a big axe head on it. It doesn't take much more than that to kill somebody outright.
It's not for chopping wood. Never chop wood with it. It's for chopping people. It's a flesh and bone cleaver. It has nothing to do with wood. You'll break the edge on a knot. You don't chop into frozen wood. You don't go out in the backyard and chop the cherry tree that's been dead for 20 years. It weighs, 15,000 pounds and it's got roots 20 feet in the ground. And they say, oh, I broke my axe, Lynn. I said, yeah, let me tell you what happened. You're out in the backyard and that cherry tree's been dead and you said, well, I got this new axe in the mail. Let me go out there and see how well it works. Well, a Viking axe isn't done for that. We grind the edge really thin. It's only 3 or 4 millimeters thick here. And that's so with a slight blow, it penetrates. Okay? See that curve?
Axe is entirely different from a power axe.
The curve allows it to bite. Okay? It's also long ways away. That makes it a little bit more floppy and inaccurate. So you don't do it all heave-ho. You can direct this a lot better than you can direct that. Does that make sense? So it's quite often used in short blows and stabbing blows and hooking blows. That's why you want to keep the horns really. You can also slip thrust with it really easily. So people don't realize your distance is really there. Luke thinks he's safe right here, and I can just with a little body,
good idea. Yeah.
Very easily take him out. So,
yeah.
Now you can use the axe handle defensively. If he cuts at me sometimes, I will do this, but I'd prefer not to. I'd rather use the head, but I will use the handle because if it's hickory, it'll survive quite a few strokes. Now you can see mine. This has been beat up with 70-75 aluminum weapons quite a bit. I use this every single week, and it's taken quite a bit of abuse. This was made for me by Dave Baker, and you can see the top of it is pretty banged up. But the Viking axe survived in many forms for 500, 600, 700 years. You know, it went from almost time immemorial, some form or another like this, and it evolved into the pole axe. As people got better and better armor, it was harder and harder to cut through it with this type of blade. So they went with a pole axe. Do we have a pole axe here? No, I didn't. With a pole axe, which weighed 6 or 7 pounds, it has a lot more weight, and when they ran into armor, they would just reverse it. Instead of cutting, they might cut through chainmail, but they just take the pole or hammer part and do the same thing. And again, you don't come all the time like this with somebody with a pole axe. You might come, move them, that smack like that, bang with that hammer, that arm's dead. And so then you hit them like that again. Maybe now you switch it and you deliver a full power blow with the hammer or with the edge. And I pull out my dagger and I stab him, put it through my teeth. I continue to fight till I can sheath my dagger again. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, sir.
But this is for me and my training.
Coming up, Lynn Thompson takes us behind the scenes at Cold Steel.